I would like to make the following statement in my capacity as a chair of the official delegation of the CONT committee to Bulgaria that happened in the months of April this year. It was 11 to 13th April. During the mission, on a number of occasions, we have discussed case of high public interest under the surveillance of the Special Prosecutor's Office in Bulgaria and of the Sofia City Prosecutor's Office, amount which the criminal proceeding concerning photographs from the lodging villa of the former Bulgarian Prime Minister, Mr. Borisov. The prosecutor office in Bulgaria has provided more information, which for transparency matters I would like to share with you. Regarding the criminal procedure concerning photographs from the lodging of the former Prime Minister, Mr. Borisov. In the course of pre-trial proceeding, a number of investigative actions were carried out, where a total of 5 computer technical experts examination have been assignated to examine the published photographs and video. In the short, the examination have shown that the photographs and videos taken has been manipulated. There are multiple discrepancies in the resolution of the banknotes as compared to the other objects in the photos. There are discrepancies of the color of watermarks, holographic stickers, light and shading of the object. The examination have also shown that there are multiple changes in the characteristic of the file, manipulating the dates in which the photo were taken. Metadata of some of them was removed. Some of the photos are deemed to be taken of dates during which the former Prime Minister was exercising duties in his official capacities outside his palace of residence. His place of residence. According to the experts, the location of the objects in their different photographs was the same, although the images are claimed to be made in intervals of the year or a half. According to the 5 expert examination, their circumstances call into question the authority of the photographed image and videos. In the course of the investigation, the photographed objects with the rectangular shape and yellow colors, as well as these resembling banknotes, were not identified and size. Therefore, their identity with those seen in the photographs and videos cannot be established, respectively, whether they are real banknotes or gold bars. Additionally, the chambermaid who services Mr. Borisov were also interrogated and stated that they had never seen gold bars or money in the drafts of 9 stamps.
I just wanted to address some data and facts that were announced this morning at the committee meeting, which you've disclosed to the members of the committee and you have received from the Bulgarian authorities, but they have not been disclosed to the members of the delegation in Bulgaria, nor to the members of the Committee on Budgetary Control prior to your announcement this morning. I believe that sending of selective information by the Bulgarian authorities only to one political party is a bit inadmissible, given that there was a mission of the CONT committee in Bulgaria. So the fact that those documents were sent only to one political party and they were kept away from the other members of the delegation should raise certain questions. Moreover, the information you presented was selective. It was not the whole document. It was just some parts of it. And I believe that the free interpretation of non-public documentation and correspondence leaves the feeling of certain bias of the Committee on Budgetary Control, especially in a situation where Bulgaria is in another political crisis. We believe that could be misinterpreted as invalid interference in the Bulgarian political life. And I don't think the European Parliament has a position on that. Also, the European Parliament has consistently addressed the problem of corruption in Bulgaria. There are numerous reports, and this has been one of the topics of our committee, and I think we should be sticking to the proper procedures and have all the transparent information provided to all the members before it's being disclosed randomly to a meeting that's not on the agenda points and that haven't been provided prior to the meeting to all the members that have been actively involved in the mission. I think this casts a shadow to the integrity of the work of the Committee on Budgetary Control and to the European Parliament, and it's unacceptable that selective texts and evidences are shared like that without even the approval of the judicial authorities that have sent and provided the information to you from the Bulgarian side. Thank you.
Thank you very much. First, I have two speakers who want to speak. First, I would like to say that I am not doing here a political work. This committee is never, ever doing this, that he sent it to me or someone. He sent it, I took the notes that you will speak. My position was absolutely clear. As the chairman, I received the information and I share it with everyone. Who wanted to have this information, I will send it. It's absolutely transparent, and for me, it's about that we were asking for the information, and I share it. I cannot never intervene in the Bulgarian political situation. Really, I am not doing it. You was with me on the missions. I was maximally neutral, and I was not on the side of one or other people, etc. They wrote there in the letter that, listen, it's not the public information. No. If they send it and it's not top secret and there is not any secrecy of the information, I will share with you every time. Every time I will give you all the information, and it's absolutely for me necessary to be transparent. This committee, I'm here for 8 years. I never received the information as the member of the committee. It was every time when I was on the Slovakia mission, and I was person who prepared for the Ingeborg Gressel many translation of documents. When she received any documents, she received it alone, not me, not other member of the committee. Also, from my perspective, really, I can declare that I am maximally neutral, transparent, and I will never do it here at political games. I don't know if you have it in Bulgaria, any election tomorrow and yesterday. I will share it with everyone. It's absolutely clear. Sophie, the word is yours.
Well, Chair, a couple of facts on the table. First of all, the letter you received came with an annex. You quoted from the annex this morning. The annex had also been sent to the Democracy, Rule of Law and Fundamental Rights Group in the Civil Liberties Committee, where I have immediately circulated the letter that we received with that annex to the members. So it wasn't a new annex, that I have to say. But I have to say that it is not clear to me why you read out a part of the annex this morning. What was the occasion? As the colleague said, there was nothing on the agenda. There was no, you've received a letter 2 weeks ago. You chose a particular section of that letter addressing one particular issue. And it is true, although you're not to blame for that, of course, that the letter was addressed to you as a member of the EPP group. Now, that is, of course, a mistake by the person who sent the letter to you. But I would like to understand, here and now, what the reason was for reading out one part of the annex here before the Cont Committee this morning, rather than circulating the letter or the annex to the other members of the delegation. I mean, I don't see the occasion, and it is indeed true that even if you personally had no intention to interfere with the Bulgarian election campaign, which has indeed already started, that of course the unwanted impact of this action could be that you do interfere with the elections.
Okay, Mr. Novakov.
Thank you, Chair. I think there is a necessity to refresh the memory of the colleagues who answered or asked all those questions. The delegation to Bulgaria was asked by members of Greens, Renew and SD. The program for that delegation was approved by exactly the same members. Nobody from EPP was asked for that. During the meetings, with 90% of the meetings were with the current government. One meeting was the chief prosecutor. You colleagues asked for that information, and it was asked to be shared with the public. This is what exactly happened. So what Mr. Zdechovsky said is part of what has been said to him in that letter. I really don't understand what is the matter of that. It's not classified information, it was shared with the chair of the delegation in order to be shared with the public. And it's based on expertise and examination that has been said during the investigations. And that's it.
Well, it's wonderful that you're explaining why Mr. Zdechovsky did what he did this morning, but I asked him two very precise questions, namely, why did he choose to read it out this morning, and why did he choose that particular section of the annex, rather than just circulating the annex to the members? Wouldn't have that been the wiser and the more coherent action?
That letter is possessed by a member of
Maybe
Libe.
he can answer for himself.
Sure.
Maybe he can answer for himself.
I'm not answering on behalf of him. I have the right to speak.
Listen, I am chairing these meetings. Also, I will give the floor. Also, first you can, Andrei, react, then I will react.
Was shared with Libe committee and colleague of Madame Penkova a month ago. So it's not sent to EPP. It was sent to you a month ago, much before it was sent to me. Yes, to all of those who are members of Libe.
I reiterate.
Listen,
the annex, there was a letter sent with the same annex.
Sophie.
Hang on, let me explain about the letter.
Okay, I don't know who receive and who don't receive, but now is it absolutely transparent? I send it to the committee, to the Cont. I send it to the members who.
So did you?
I send it.
No, and Anna Maria says also no. I mean, nobody.
And you don't have it, this letter?
No, I have not received
not from you.
I've heard it. Right now, that's why I came back.
Okay,
when do you receive that?
Sorry,
my
he just said that he sent it, and clearly he didn't. Why are you speaking for him all the time?
No, I send it to everybody today. Also, I will ask my assistant where it was said.
That's got nothing to do with Cont. It's got nothing to do with this morning. Look, you're not making matters better. If we could just explain, if he can just explain why he read it out this morning and why only that particular selection.
Only after Svetlana has complained, then.
At 14:36, I send it to everyone. No, before I send it to the Sophie de Welt.
It had actually been asked by another colleague who was made aware of this because it was all over the Bulgarian media, apparently. The fact of the matter is that you read it out this morning. You had not circulated it before, and my only two questions are, Thomas, why this morning and why the particular segment of the letter? Why?
Because I wanted to be transparent. I received it last week, and I wanted to really first. I was read it this weekend. I didn't have it time last week in Strasbourg, and after them I took the note and the date. I will inform you. That's all. That's all.
Why that segment of the letter? Why not the whole letter then? Why didn't you just circulate it? Look, there was no need. There was just no need, and it's all over the Bulgarian media. This is very unfortunate.
It was web streamed. It was transparently. It was doing transparently, not in the way that I will circulate with someone, etc. You can have it about this discussion, but I did really. And how it will be interfered the election? No, it's absolutely clear that I give it transparently to everyone. Okay.